Hello, my name is Shalom Amarachi Uzoma. I welcome you to my YouTube channel again today. Happy New Month. Welcome to the month of November. Today we are going to be talking about 7 things to do when you are angry, when you have gotten it up to here. Anger is an emotion, just like sadness, just like excitement, just like every other emotion. Anger is also an emotion. And do you know what? Anger can be positive and can be negative. It's positive when it causes a positive result, someone being angry at a situation, and with that, there's a change in the atmosphere. And it can be negative when it is not controlled, when it is led to go overboard, and then things begin to go haywire, things begin to go the other way around, things begin to be messy. That is when anger, it becomes negative. You too can control that anger. I don't want to say your anger. That anger, you too can control it. How can you control it? Just like every other emotion, and like we have talked about in the month of October, you can go back to watch the videos. Okay, we can control our emotions. We can master our emotions. Do you know why? These emotions were created for us, not us for them. Just like food was created for you, not you for food. So you should know and learn and see ways to master those emotions. Now, today we'll be looking at things to do, tips on how to act when you are angry. Remember, we talked about acting, not reacting. So now you want to act and not react because you are angry. The first thing to do when you are angry is relax. Somebody's like, excuse me, I'm fuming. I'm over the board with, I'm even shaking. Some people, when they are angry, they shake, they stammer, all kinds of things. And you are telling me to relax? How do you want me to do that? How to relax? Take deep breaths, not once, not twice, as much as you can. Do you know why? It sends a signal to your brain that everything is okay, so you should relax. When you are angry, your body is tensed up, your blood pressure rises, your whole system is as if there's a problem, as if there's danger. Adrenaline is running high, that's the hormone, it's running very high. But when you take deep breaths, everything begins to calm down, and you see that you will not overreact, and you will not do things or say things that you will regret. So the first thing to do when you are angry is what? Relax. Take deep breaths to calm your nerves and relax your muscles. Okay? Remember, when you are angry, it's not adding anything to you. A lot of people, after getting angry, it's as if they have done so much work and they become very weak. Why do you want to go through all that? So please, take some deep breaths, okay? The second tip is check yourself. Anger has been proven to be something like a mirage or a camouflage. Do you know why? Because it covers or masks the real emotions. It masks the real feelings. For example, a sad or depressed person can be easily angry or angered because they are not happy about a particular situation. So every other thing can offend them, even the tiniest of things. When you are angry, check yourself. I do that many times. I look inwards. Why am I angry? You could be hurt by a past event, a previous provocation, and you have not addressed that. So now it's causing you to get angry more and more. Or you could be disappointed, or you could be depressed, or even hungry. Yes, as tiny as hunger, it can make someone angry. So when you are angry, check yourself. Are you angry with the situation or with the person? And it's always better to be angry with the situation, because with that you'll be addressing the situation and preferring solutions than being angry at the individual. So check yourself. Address the initial problem. Address the real emotion. Address the real feeling, the real hurt, sadness, sorrow, fear. Address it, and you'll see that you'll be able to overcome that camouflage called anger. The next tip, the number 3, is count to 10 before you speak or act. Count to 10. Just 10. I didn't say 50. I didn't say 20. I didn't say even 100. 10 before you act or speak. This is a very proven secret to calming down when you are angry. You don't want to overreact. You don't want to say things that you will regret, especially to your loved one or even to a stranger. You don't want to take actions that when you look back at, you are not happy with yourself. So what you do in that situation of anger, count 1 to 10 before you act or speak. While counting that 1 to 10 in your mind, you are giving yourself time to think about what next to do. You are giving yourself time to think and replay your actions in your mind. And you will also be able to see whether the action you want to take will bring a result you would be happy about or not. So you see that the ball is in your court. You can choose to count 1 to 10 before you speak or act, or you can choose to act immediately that emotion is triggered and regret it. The choice is yours. Number 4 tip to overcoming or controlling that anger in that situation is exercise. It may sound like a cliche or an unrealistic thing to do, but that is a very good thing to do, because when angry, take a step back, exercise. When I mean exercise, you don't have to, lift the heaviest weights or do the biggest things. Just those little things, repetitive actions, sit-ups, push-ups, and all that. They help you relax, number 1. And number 2, you exude that negative energy that you would have used on maybe the person by physical abuse or by words. Do you understand? So by the time you are doing that exercise, you are releasing those negative vibes, those negative energies that would have made you overreact in that situation. Do you understand? So exercising is another tip to calming down when you are angry, or to overcoming that anger emotion on the spot. The number 5 tip is take a walk. Change your environment. Where you are may be so hot for you and steaming, thereby causing you to fume and boil with anger. So you may want to change your environment. You may want to change that place. Move out of that place where you are. Changing environment has a lot of positive things it adds to us, because you get fresh air, you breathe in fresh air, you begin to see the things that maybe have been there but you have not noticed. But at that time, you begin to notice them. Even taking in natural view and all, it helps you to relax. It helps you to calm down and take control of the situation, and not the situation taking control of you. So exercise, take a walk, leave that environment for a while, and you can walk for as long as you want. There's no particular amount of time for you to walk, like walk for 5 minutes, walk for 10 minutes, walk for 2 minutes. No, walk for as long as you want, until you feel much better. While walking, you see that your mind, you are thinking, you are re-strategizing, you are taking charge of the situation. And by the time you get back to where you were with the person or situation, you see that things have changed. You too have changed. The 6th thing to do when you are angry is identify your triggers and avoid them. I brought it as number 6, or I chose it to be number 6 because you are already in the situation and you are looking for a way to come out of it. Or you have already come out of it and you don't want to go back to it. This is a very potent tool. Identify your triggers and avoid them. If you know you don't like stepping into a messy environment, avoid messy environments. If you know you don't like perceiving foul odor, it makes you get angry on the spot, avoid places with foul odor. Or do something to change the order of that environment. Maybe you cannot avoid it. You can, talk to somebody or people so that they can clean up the place, or you clean up the place. It doesn't kill you. So avoid your triggers. If you know talking to this particular person makes you angry, avoid doing those things. Avoid doing those things. Avoid those triggers. In fact, stay clear of them. Last tip I have on my list to control that anger, not your anger, to control that anger is talking, communication. We are taught that talking kills. Yes. You are angry about a particular thing or person. Talk about it. Now, you have taken a walk, you have exercised, you have checked yourself that there's no other emotion triggering this anger. You are just angry at the situation, okay? And you have done all those things we have mentioned. Now, the next thing is to talk. But please, do not talk until you have calmed down. Do you know why? If you talk when you are angry, you will spill words that you would regret later. If you talk when you are angry, you'll be shouting, you'll be screaming, and be causing so much a big scene, which may not be necessary. So make sure you are calmed down and your thoughts are collected before you talk. Talk about your concerns. If it's your spouse or your friend, whoever, tell the person, oh, I was not happy with this. Please don't do it again. Or let's devise a means to avoid this thing repeating itself. It upsets me. Remember, you are avoiding your triggers. Talk about it. You can also talk to a professional. You can also talk to a professional, someone who knows how to take care of the situation, and that person can help you, can help you. So talk about it. Talk in cures. Talk about the situation, talk about your concerns, and let everything out. Don't spare any, so that you will not have any grudges. Many times when you are angry, you carry grudges because you refuse to talk about it. And the person you are angry with is living his life, living her life happily. They are not even aware that somebody is angry with them. And there you are, grinding, dying. Please don't put yourself through that stress or that unnecessary activity. Instead, talk about it, show the person where the person erred, and resolve it. With that, you will have no grudges in your heart, you will have no regrets because you have not said something wrong or something you regret, and you would have no negative situations to cry about. Oh, I wish I hadn't done this, or I wish I hadn't done that. So I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope you have understood that anger can be controlled. It doesn't have to control you. You can control it. It doesn't have to go overboard all the time. That people now gather because of you and they're like, pour him water, let him calm down. You can be on top of the situation. So I hope you put this to practice and be in charge of that anger. Be in charge of your emotion. I see you winning. Thank you for joining again. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel if you have not. You can also share with your friends, because everybody at one point or the other can get angry, so that we can live in a world where people are in charge of their emotions. Okay? Thank you so much. I'll see you again next time. Bye.